Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail with another Scrolls video where today we're going to be doing some deck testing. And today I'm going to be testing a Mono Decay deck, but it's not like the ones that you may see floating around. A lot of them rely on Watcher, Knickerbocker, and a lot of those plays. This one is actually a Poison deck, which I know I've been beating my head against the wall trying to get a Poison deck to work for a while. Is this one going to work? I don't know. It's still in the testing phase, but I'm going to talk about it, submit it to you all, and I'm going to do a test game with it just to see how it goes as well. I've done a little bit of testing with it so far. It's been it kind of does what I want for it to, but I've gotten such good draws early that it hasn't done a lot for me in terms of knowing just how hard I need to push with it. So you may want to slap me across the internet already because there's one card that is standing out that you do not see in here, and that is Ilmar Rod Eater. And it is a fantastic card. You all know why I don't have it in here right now? I have no idea. It's a test deck right now. I'm currently flipping between a few different cards to maybe put it in here. We're going to talk about maybe some opportunities for me to put back in Rod Eater, because Rod Eater is just so good. Just such a good deterrent. But let's go ahead and get this started here. Just talking through the deck briefly, there's a few different aspects of it. One is that it is all human creatures, except for the Harvester, because Harvester, well, it's in there. It's like a 3-resource big wall that can attack if you kill enough things. But otherwise, this is a very heavy creature deck, heavy creature deck, a lot of 2-resource cards, which I like for Decay. But 24 creatures, this is a very spammy deck. On top of Poison, because Poison by itself, I've learned, is not going to entirely carry the day. So we have Ripper, Tribesman, and those are good cheap things to drop along with Loyal Darkling, and those are very good to surround the Ilmire Witch Doctor with. So you can get extra husk, extra things that die when the Harvester comes to play. You'll also notice that I have the usual staples of Languid, Damning Curse, Brain Lice, Necrogeddon. Not a lot needs to be said for those cards for introduction. They all have very good functionality. You'll notice that I don't have Return to Nature, which is a card that a lot of people play with, especially in Mono Decay lately, mainly because it's a 2-resource 1-health drop, and that can make a huge difference in most styles of play. But I'm playing Poison, and I'm playing, so for me, Return to Nature isn't always going to do what I want for it to do. I do have my Miasma Wells, and I'm not playing a Tethered Recruit and Summons because, quite frankly, I just can't fit it in my deck. I mean, I'm going to be playing enough creatures anyway that I don't think it's going to be a problem if I get the Miasma Well out later. Mire Curse is a good area of effect control with Poison, so it forces you to move around things. And then you have your typical Infectious Blight, which is fantastic for knocking things down. I'm hoping to take out some growth and maybe even some other decay with this as well. And then you have Brain Lice. So those are all your standard poisons. Probably some of the atypical cards, though. I do have a few things that this deck does a little differently. Maybe it's a gadget deck, I don't know. One is the Pest Assimilator. I don't see anyone play with it. I thought this card had really good potential. They did nerf it a bit, so where it doesn't cast Curse 1 anymore. But it does do a range attack, and it poisons all the creatures around it. So this is something that seems like it can be dodged. So while technically it is a poison range attack, and it does seem like it's a good card, this may be a likely candidate to possibly put the Rod Eater back in for this position, especially since it's a 4-resource cost creature to play, which right now I don't have any 4-resource creatures, but I do have plenty of 4-resource cards. Oh yeah. Oh, there's Oblivion Seeker. Forgot to mention that. The other thing that I have to try and support my Poison is Bloodline Taint, also in my mind at least known as Power Word Racism, because a cruel legacy, I guess, because it just takes on anything, any unit of the same side that shares a subtype. That can be Kinfolk, that can be Tribesmen, that can be Totems, which means a lot of structures as well. That can be artillery, that can be soldiers, that can be humans, I think. I think it's like that. And that's what we need to test to see, because I haven't actually played with Bloodline Taint yet, because I just acquired enough cards to actually get it in there. So we're going to see how it works, and that's part of testing, is just you got to get to know the cards a little better. Another thing that I threw in here, and maybe this is a less optimal play, but I kind of want to try it once again, is, and maybe this is where the deck's doing a little bit too much, is I put in Pillar of Fatigue as well. Part of that is to counter Winged Soldier, which could be a good play, except that I barely ever see Order on Ranked lately. So, but Pillar of Fatigue is a really nice card for controlling the board, and you can play around it with things like Necrogeddon, Rallying, and God Hand, but at least it does control the game a little bit. More importantly, if you can get a Pillar of Fatigue and multiple Eager Scryers out, that is a massive draw boost. So part of my goal is to get out a ton of cards. And if I can use Eager Scryers with the Pillar of Fatigue to draw cards instead of doing the 1 attack every turn, that's going to be really nice. Especially the 3 health shouldn't be underestimated. That is a good defense card for some of their creatures as well. So that's my deck. Let's go ahead and test it. I just save here. Poison Taint, I did have it named to something else. I think Poison Taint sounds horrible enough as is, you mature folks at home. So let's see what we got. Waiting for opponent to accept match, and here we go. Hey, it's someone I know. Hey there. Looks like I'm playing against Knickerbocker, a player who I've played in the past, and I have a terrible opening hand for what I'm trying to do. So he's playing Energy. I am going to keep one Bloodline Taint out because I have a feeling he's going to be playing a lot of structures. Brain Lice. Actually, this is a horrible matchup for a poison deck because Energy doesn't play a lot of things to poison. Of course, Knickerbocker could be playing with a deck that he's told me about. That is a 3-resource Gravelock, trying to bring Gravelock deck, or trying to bring Gravelocks back deck, and I don't know if that's what's going to be happening. I think that is the deck. I think we're going to be able to see 2 very experimental decks here today. So my poison may be good after all here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to hold on to the Pillar of Fatigue for card draw. We're going to get rid of Mire Curse because I have Infectious Blight and Brain Lice right now. And that's all I really need here. So yeah, this is going to be cool. 2 experimental decks, 2 experimental matchups. So we'll see how that goes. Knickerbocker's a nice guy, good player. Very good person to bounce ideas off of. We both kind of have some weird ideas of what to do with decks. So I guess the first question is, do I play the Ripper? I don't want to get rid of both of my Bloodline Taints. I kind of want to Brain Lice this guy. Except that he already has Growth, so that doesn't do me a ton of good. So we're just going to play the Ripper. I'm going to play it up here. And you know what? We are actually going to get rid of... We'll get rid of Bloodline Taint. That seems like a late game card instead of an early game card, where you don't necessarily have the board set up how you want it to, which means maybe I should have put down Eager Scryer first. Well, maybe not, because he just Dark Striked himself here. Yeah, this is his 3-resource deck, and he has played this on Ranked, and he has ranked up pretty high with it, so... but right now, Brain Lice is a waste against that, so we are just going to Eager Scryer and see if we can scratch the board here. And I'm going to get rid of Infectious Blight right now. And I'm going to keep the Pillar of Fatigue out. So we'll see here. This is going to go into Burn Rage for this guy, which is one reason I kept the other Eager Scryer. I expect him to burn this one to oblivion. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know why I put him in the front row, but he's going to be moving around. Like I think of it like DJ's scratching stuff, which just makes me think of a wonderful episode, wonderful sketch from the show Portlandia, which for some you're going to be like, what the hell is Portlandia? Or what the hell's Portland? Or I can't draw in America, it just has a penis on the end of it. What's Portland? Which is a city in Oregon, but it's a nice sketch comedy show. Oh my god, 3 Eager Scryers. I have to go for this play. I just have to. I feel the power of something compels me, I guess you could say. So Pillar Fatigue. I guess I probably should have moved him first. Well, there we go. Because his cooldown needs to be more than 2. What I should have done is moved him first and then played the Pillar of Fatigue, so that guy to dodge. I have to do something, but that's okay. Because that means I'm just going to have to let him attack next turn. Alright, so how are we going to do this? I'm going to have a bunch of Eager Scryers moving around, trying to get their cooldown up, trying to draw a bunch of cards. Knickerbocker's probably going to say, why the hell are you doing this to me? I played this deck before, because I did actually get the idea to try and throw this in there from a conversation with him on top of thinking of this before. If he burns the Pillar of Fatigue, I'm going to be kind of amused, because this guy's bearing down on his Gravelock. So he's going to go for it. Alright. So Gravelock Elder as well. And that is that's our targets for a few different reasons here. Let's go ahead and Languid, and we're just going to sacrifice what card comes of this. Ilmire Tribesman, which is actually a really nice card to play. But we're just going to... Yeah, you know what? We're actually going to drop the Ilmire Tribesman wall, and we're just going to start scratching for cards next turn. So let's see here. Did I actually sacrifice a card for resources? No, I didn't. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Eager Scryer. I don't need that many. So we'll do this here. This guy's a good wall for 2 resources. Same with the Harvester. One of my issues is going to be I can poison the crap out of things, but how do I actually end the game? Brain Lice is going to be useful for that. Like I said, hopefully I can... So there's a Languid. That's valuable. And that's where he's playing 3 resources just to go around. This is going to be a little bonkers maybe, but if I can knock down some attacks here... Alright, so I already screwed up with this guy, and I'll tell you why. It's because his cooldown's going to be 0 every single time, so I might as well just rat-a-tat with him upstairs. So we'll Languid here. I really want to Brain Lice that guy, but we'll ditch the Ripper. We'll move you up here. And we'll play the Eager Squire down here, and he's going to go Waka Waka, 2 cards, get a card, might as well, that's good. So yeah, what I've got to do is drop this, then move, or vice versa, because he's just going to go down to 1 or 0 cooldown every time. That's why we experiment, that's why we play, so we learn. It's a test game. Please forgive me. I don't know. Alright, so might as well and Brain Lice is going to be a good play on the Gravelock Elder because it's buffing everything else. And right now this guy is just going to have to do his thing a little bit. He knows what happens when you card draw at this all the time. So there's a Spark. Interesting. Okay. Does he have something else that can actually destroy this? And that's kind of where this deck starts to get a little funny. Okay, so multiple Brain Lice from multiple cats here. Well, let's go ahead and scratch for cards first. That's not going to come till the end of the turn here. I do want you down. That's going to be a key card. I guess we're getting rid of a Brain Lice, kiddos. That's too bad. Little Darkling's pretty good, though, and I can drop another Ilmire Tribesman, which is really nice. So that's going to die, potentially. Bloodline Taint as well. That's going to be really useful on the Gravelocks, especially if I can get an Infectious Blight out. Because that means I can poison these guys and kill him before he heals now. So Bloodline Taint, it might be useful. Question is how's he going to manage moving around here? Because I do like Eager Scars because they attack every turn, but we're going to have to just see where this deck goes. Energy versus Decay, always notorious for taking its dear sweet time. So burn on, alright, burn on the Pillar of Fatigue, return to nature. Okay, that is that's a good play. So that means he's just going to take everything else out. So there goes my fun, I guess you could say. Pest Simulator as well. We'll see what we can do here. Actually I'm going to ditch it for now. Because he is playing a creature heavy deck, which is good for me. Get another Pest Simulator. So whoopity-doo. Skippity-la. Let's Bloodline Taint. Just because, why not? And since there's really nothing keeping me from moving this guy around right now, let's go ahead and just drop these here. I don't know if he wants to do 1 damage to that or not, but there's really no worry for me playing defense here. So I've been through all 3 of my Bloodline Taints. And I did get a Brain Lice card there, so there's a Languid on this guy who attacks every turn. He's now officially a wall. Congratulations, you're a winner. You have to... Now, these guys are still cursed too, so this guy is going to do damage when he hits. Unfortunately, I can't break that wall down. Okay. And see, you can hide behind structures here, and he's just going to heal him up, apparently, because I think he took damage at some point. But I can still kill him with a curse. So same here. That guy's gonna die first. And let's get rid of... See, this is where I'm thinking here, like, what card gives me the most value right now? Let's drop a Pest Simulator. Let's see what happens. I mean, this is an experiment, if nothing else, so we'll see what it does. I can get out the Oblivion Seeker as well. Really surprised I haven't seen any Witch Doctors yet. But Harvester's good. Like I said, I knew he wouldn't like my Pillar of Fatigue at all. But yeah, I've been through my Eager Scryer, so that doesn't always work. And now the Pest Simulator does nothing. There we go. That's why this deck is interesting to play against as well. Definitely non-standard decks. I'm not sure what entirely the value of this test is other than just to have fun. But you know what? There's value in that too. So Pillar of Fatigue again. Not going to do me a ton of good. Don't need the Damning Curse right now, but I'm pretty sure he has cards that are going to value that later. So let's actually put you up front here. Let's drop down the Oblivion Seeker. Why not? Let's drop it down over here. Let's actually ditch the Pillar of Fatigue for resources, and let's put down a Harvester. At least that'll get a Violent Dispersal out there. Look at you, eager. It's looking so eager, doing nothing. Oh, Jupe trying to tell me what's going on. I guess you're observing me. Alright, so while I was typing the Jupe there, he did burn Puppet Soldier me, so that's one way to take out a bunch of creatures here. Damning Curse doesn't do me a lot of good here, so burn Puppet Soldier. That's part of what this combo is supposed to do here. Very frustrating that I'm not getting any poison right now. Yeah, ranked Q is slow. That's what happens when you get high ranked. It was a problem before, it's a problem now. So let's go ahead and get you all up here. Let's play another Miasma Well. Let's hope that we can find some friggin' poison in this deck somewhere. That would be beautiful. Because right now, nobody's doing idle damage to anybody. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We are on minute 16 and still going. So Fertile Soil on his own guy, because why not? This is, like I said, this is an interesting deck. Harvester as well. Violent Dispersal on the Witch Doctor, so he is in a better shape. Let's go ahead and... damn it, I really don't want to get rid of either of these cards, but I feel like I need to hold on to the Damning Curse for the Harvester. Necrogeddon's good. Let's just play the card we had played previously. Hello again. And there goes that Memorial, which didn't see it coming. Now, I don't have Watchers in this deck, so that's not always going to be a great thing. So Energy Siphon as well, getting that down to 4 forward, ramping for more resources. Gravelock Elder as well. Now I get to pick and choose my Damning Curse target. Probably still going to be this guy, but I have some time to decide. Gravelock Raider as well. And he's going to try and go for my Miasma Wells here. Okay. Double Necrogeddon. That doesn't do me a lot of good right now, so we're going to get rid of him. Oh, fuck-a-deedle-dee. 3 Necrogeddons? Really? Okay. Well, I can definitely Infectious Blight you this turn. Yeah, this is probably what we'll do. We'll cast Infectious Blight here. Because he's just going to be spamming creatures like a person that spams creatures. I'm going to Damning Curse you. And that takes out one of my things, so poo-poo on me. But still, he's going to be dead in 2 turns. And I can possibly Necro if things look like they're going down. There's a Languid, so things are officially looking down. So we'll see here. Like I said, I'm a little uncomfortable with this deck, and I'm trying to think of ways that I can change it one way or another, but this is, like I said before, a very non-standard kind of situation to face with this deck. And that's okay. So he's getting a lot of stuff on the board. Do I Necro here? I think the answer is going to be yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because I can clear his bottom crap. So let's ditch. Languid's good. But I need the extra card draw first. So let's go ahead and let's play the Loyal Darkling. Unfortunately, I can't kill this whole row. So, yeah, it is going to be a slugfest. So you know what? Let's actually play the... yeah. Let's do this. Let's take you down. Another Loyal Darkling, so that's nice. I could save the Necrogeddon for next turn and just try and put some idle damage on. That is a valuable, if calculated, risk, and that would kill this guy eventually. Alright, well, let's see what else I can put down right here. How many creatures can I spam? Maybe a few. Alright, let's do that. Seems decent enough. Maybe I should have played the Necrogeddon that turn, but I want to get more things on, as people are probably watching me saying, this is so painful. And you're right. You're absolutely right. The important thing is to try and get the Necrogeddon off before the Infectious Blight spreads to everybody or nobody. Because Necrogeddon does not affect the Miasma Wells. And I do need to get my idle damage down. I remember with my prior poison decks, my Loyal Darklings were pretty much my MVPs. And please tell me he doesn't have a rally here. Oh my god, that's Dark Strike. Oh boy. Well, that's okay, because I'm going to be possibly necroing next turn. And that complicates things a little bit, because I do want to take care of that Harvester. Necroing is pretty much going to piss off that Harvester, though, so... This is looking like a bad day at the office, just a little bit. Alright, so, what do we do here? To make a Harvester happy. Let's go ahead and put down the Tribesman. Or should I put... Maybe I should put the Tribesman down afterwards, but I'm not going to. So we're just going to go ahead. Yeah, I think I'm going to ditch the Pest Assimilator here. Alright. I can Damning Curse him now, so I don't feel so bad. And now I'm probably thinking I should wait just another turn to get that Necro in. Just because I can Damning Curse. Alright, so let's do that. I don't want to set that guy off. And we're going to drop a Ripper Tribesman up here. And let's see if we can put you up here, put you over here. Works for me. He can possibly take out 2 of my creatures and make my Necro just that much worse. But I think that's more valuable than just inviting a shot from a Harvester that I couldn't deal with. So if he kills this guy, it's going to draw some cards. I'm hoping that's enough of a deterrent, but probably at this rate it's not. Okay. Because he's going to kill it, or I'm going to kill it. There's another Gravelock Elder up here, so that is going to be a definite target before long. And if he doesn't screw me up too badly, maybe I can take all of this out. Not all of it, but enough of it. Energy Siphon, so that's unfortunate. But fortunately I do get the Husk there, so I can still make the play I want. Get a Harvester as well. Infectious Blight, Ilmar Witch Doctor. Let's actually ditch the Harvester right now. As good as it is. Or I can ditch the Infectious Blight, although I know I'm playing a poison deck here. And if I kill enough stuff, I can get the Harvester to go off post-Necro. So let's do that. So what do we call this? Necrogeddon blah 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 catchphrase. 1 idle down. And a Harvester up here. Please kill my units. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have killed his Gravelock Elder if I played something up there, but it's blighted now, so I don't really need 2 floating around. That was the better target for Infectious Blight. If I can get another Miasma Well down, that would be fantastic. But I am expecting a Violent Dispersal here. I'm assuming he's running it because he's energy, and that is a really key card. Clock Library instead, so fascinating. Fascinating stuff. And we're getting, oh my god, Solemn Giant. I do not like the Solemn Giant at all. Mire Curse. Let's ditch it. Pillar of Fatigue, that's a good one. Harvester, that's a good one. Witch Doctor, that's a good one. Okay. We're gonna play... I could play the Pillar of Fatigue and try and keep this guy from moving, but probably better to just drop the Harvester and Witch Doctor at this point. So we shall do exactly that. How do I want to do this? Probably not like that. Oh well. I just don't want all these things to die, but we're just going to put the Witch Doctor here. Not great, not bad. Kind of a screwed up setting, but I just don't want to be in a situation where he's going to be able to pump this and kill everything. Like if I put the Witch Doctor there, it could die. If I put the Witch Doctor here, he could pump and kill, potentially. But I do want him to. I do want this to die. I want this to die. But I could make his day and play the Pillar of Fatigue somewhere where he can't destroy it. Although it's pretty easy to blow up. So wow, lots of spectators. It's a good day today to have a, hey everybody, I'm not used to having this many people watch me. But we're at minute 25, round 19 of a very, very thought-provoking matchup here. Maybe Return to Nature would be good against these small creatures, but Infectious Blight's going to be good too. Would love it if it went on the Solemn Giant. But right now, not too much to it. We're going to play... he's not pumping this yet, and he probably will be soon. He has so many resources. It's a little bit scary. Oh no, not the burn. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, by doing that, unless he has something to take this out, he's conceding some of this. He's conceding the Clock Library. Gravelock Outcast as well. Alright. Well, we'll see how this goes. Good turns there. The Puppet Soldier burn, still a tough matchup here. I probably should have spread my cards accordingly for it. Really would like the Miasma to stay out here. I think the Pillar of Fatigue is going to be a little more important with the Solemn Giant. Let's get rid of the Miasma. Top decking is fun. Alright, so what do we do here? Well, we're definitely dropping you over here. Because I don't want to play that game anymore. And let's see here. Let's play against the burn like maybe we have in the past. And right now this guy's the only one that can really attack and do a lot of stuff here, so Pillar of Fatigue me. Let's do it. Yay. Now if I can get some Eager Scryers and some more card draw. I don't think I've cycled through my deck yet though, so Infectious Blight not moving to where I need it to move to, but if I could just put one poison damage on that Solemn Giant, it'd be beautiful. But he's just got to get so much stuff out, so maybe getting rid of the Miasma, well, a little tough. But for now, at least just trying to keep his stuff from moving here. Because that countdown, that will increase it, and if any time you move that Solemn Giant, its countdown's going to go up. So this thing is languided, Infectious Blighted. And these guys are going to attack next turn. Or at some point in the near distant future. He's going to probably move them up. That's okay. Tribal Memorial, that's okay. 7 count. So that's tough cookies for him. And wow, that's the flashiest Tribal Memorial I've ever seen. I can't look at the stats. And there is, oh my god. 3 now. Okay. So it goes. So it goes. Did get a good hit on the Harvester, but let's see. Don't really want to waste a Damning Curse. He is pumping that down. We'll see. Maybe you should have, maybe you shouldn't have, I don't know. This is a tough choice here, because I can totally Mire Curse and take out something, and I can drop the Harvester down here. Kind of weird. I'm playing a poison deck. I feel like I should be using the poison, but right now... Let's see here. Because he can pump that to attack next turn, and there's not a lot I can do about it other than Damning Curse. And I don't think that's the play I want to make here. Let's get rid of the Mire Curse. Now let's get... Ugh. Tough choices. Let's get rid of the Mire Curse. Second Pillar of Fatigue, not really what I wanted here, but we're gonna play it like a champ, I guess you could say, and let's go ahead and drop you down here. And let's go ahead and drop you here because you can't take out that idol by your lonesome. And let's do this. I have direct damage in this deck to take that on. And he's going to have to do it at some point. And I want that infectious blight to spread around, so I'm probably screwing myself by having this down here. But I don't expect a bunch of things to die all at once. Dark Strike. There we go. Dark Strike. So he's just picking off my units one by one. Energy Siphon. More ramp. And he doesn't have enough resources to do that, so I have another shot. Okay. Brain Lice. Oh my god, just in time. Please die. Thank you. In fact, I don't really need a second Pillar of Fatigue right now. Necrogeddon's going to be really good. But we're going to save it. So I want an Oblivion Seeker here. And I want a Ripper here. Could be worth it just a Necro, just to try and get some more idle damage on here. But I think it's going to be better for me to try and get some things killed first. So that's going to be more countdown here. If you Violent Dispersals, this will be a little sad. Pest Assimilator, good as well. Oh god, that Brain Lice came at just the right time. Wow, still 7 people watching. That's really fascinating. I didn't know I was that interesting, but we'll see. Thank you for sticking around, though. The spectating feature is pretty nice. So, how many... Is this a Judgment? Energy Siphons. I'm sorry. Judgment I didn't learn till way too recently that you actually can have as many cards. I think you can have either up to 5 or just as many as you want. I did face 5 languages one time. It was awful. Awful, awful. So that's going to be a damning curse right there. And Spark. Oh, good. Okay, so this needs to happen. Alright. So let's make the moves we have to make here. Unfortunately, I cannot kill that idol right away with this, but we are going to... Might as well Damning Curse and spare the Little Darkling's health just a little bit. So Damning Curse you. Let's Little Darkling. Ton of annoying cards. Mine or yours? Yeah, I guess that's kind of both of ours. So let's see here. I'm going to put the Might as Well down over here. Although playing the I can play the Harvester and Necrogeddon on the same turn. Maybe I should have played that Harvester just so I can Necrogeddon with more cards. But we shall see. So there we go. I'm clearing his board. He has less cards than I do. I'm going to get a ton of cards from Necrogeddon. There's a Thunder Surge. Well, that's one way to take out a Necrogeddon play right there, so wait a little bit too long on that. The one card. You had one card that you needed to not play, and that was it. Alright, would have been hilarious to have a Witch Doctor out for that, but what can you do? That T-Surge. Oh, I cry a little bit. Okay, let's get rid of the Bloodline Taint, just because it's not doing a lot of harm to me right now. I just want to get creatures on the board at this stage of the game, just so I can Necrogeddon it to win it. Let's get a Harvester out. Let's get a... let's hear, I have more resources. Let's get an Eager Scryer, and let's get a Tribesman out. So that Thunder Surge was perfect timing. I don't know why I didn't think of all those cards being connected, but yeah, this is a terrible card to Brain Lice because it's just gonna come back the very next day. Like the Dead Cat or whatever. But if he doesn't defend this idol, I could win with Necrogeddon, or I could come pretty damn close. He's probably going to defend that idol because I just stacked a bunch of units on it like a moron. But maybe I'll get another, there we go, Solemn Giant, and he's going to pump it. This is going to be like the ultimate haste play. He's buffing this guy's health because it has Infectious Blight. Duh, that's why he's doing it. Every single turn. So question now is he going to pump the Solemn Giant? That should be a yes. But I can take out a second idol and focus on the top 3. We're down to 6 viewers. Gravelock Elder as well. Well, now that's not very nice of you. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Once again, I can Necro. It may be a good idea to Necro here. Because if I Necro, I kill everything and I clear his board. So let's make that the partial play. If I Brain Lice, I can sneak in an extra card. Let's get rid of a Witch Doctor, because that's not going to matter. Me too, to be honest. Alright, so I can play the Loyal Darkling down here and clear that bottom idol, which is good. I can play the Ripper up here for extra damage. Doesn't need to be first, can be last. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to cast Necro, kill that idol, kill this Elder. Got 22 seconds left. Alright, so that's going to kill that. That's going to kill that and do 3 idol damage. Yeah, so here we go, 9 seconds. That guy should die by losing health from bonus health from the Gravelock Elder. Yay, things I used to not know in Scrolls. Infectious Blight's gone. I have a Pestisimilar waiting. I have a lot of things to follow up that Necro with. So 2 idols down, there's a Languid. If I could get a double Necro here, that'd be hilarious, but I do not expect that to happen. It'd be GG if I did, obviously, but once again, don't expect that to happen. But board clear on round 25 is pretty damn nice. So he only has 1 card left. Ilmire Tribesman. And I think he may be conceding here. Let's get rid of the Mismawel. Nope, not yet. No GG yet. It is not over until the Thunder Surge lady sings, I guess you could say. So we're just going to keep you all here, and let's try and get these guys a little less connected. I could Languid my own guy and try and get a card, but I guess I'm not smart enough to think of that, so there we go. Trying to split for a Thunder Surge as best I can. Would love to have a Necrogeddon, but it's not there. It's probably going to come this turn after he Thunder Surges. But he only has 3 cards, so he is a little card starved, which is helpful to me. When he only has Languids, and when he only has Energy Siphons, which increases energy by 1, Dark Strikes again. So once again, all he has is Ram cards and direct damage. I need a Necrogeddon to end this. Let's sack the Mismawel. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's Languid my own guy. Because let's Languid the one that is already languided, I guess. I'm really fishing here. Nope. Okay, didn't hit it. Alright, so we're going to do a Pestisimilator back here. And we're going to do an Eager Scryer right here. So that'll be a thing. Maybe I only have 1 Necrogeddon in here by some strange accident. But maybe not. This is where maybe a Watcher play would be really helpful, but not going to complain about it right now. I'm in much better shape than Knickerbocker is. So just got to think this through. Burning and less of an Eager Squire, more of a Harvester. See, that's where, oh my god, the Necrogeddon could have saved me. And now he's just getting all kinds of shit out on the board. So pretty tough for me. Once again, can I Necrogeddon? The Pestisimilator's not going to do me too many favors. Ugh. Well, you know what? Let's, Damning Curses for creatures. So let's shuffleboard this. Yeah, might as well, put enough idle damage out to at least make this worthwhile, because I can't actually clear him right now, unfortunately. So let's Damning Curse. And I just fucked that up. Aw, oh, damn it. Okay, well, you know, It's okay, I guess. I did just move that guy. I just really fucked that up, didn't I? Oh well. Brain lice on you, I guess. Derp. So let's see. Now we gotta move you guys up here. So I'll move you all up here. And there we go. Whee! So at least I can clear his board again. Once again, I really need a Necro. And he's fishing for cards here. Sister of the Fox, a good card. If he's going to draw a Thunder Surge, it's going to make me laugh and make me cry and make me laugh and make me cry. Not too bad, though. Not too badly. Thunder Surge! The one card. Once again, so we are going to... well, we're not going to be doing that this turn, so... Okay, so Damning Curse here again. Let's get out an Eager Scryer. I really don't like... Is it game over very shortly? I don't know about that for sure. Let's get you out. Let's get you down here. Let's get this Witch Doctor. Ooh ee ooh ah ah. Ugh. Alright. Play it like this. It's like this deck just can't finish, and that's where probably the Pestis Simulator, since I'm, oh my god, more, see, this is where it's good. I'm eliminating enough of his creatures to not give him a board presence. My Pestis Simulator would probably be much better replaced by a Rot Eater. So I think that's going to be the #1 change I make to this deck. 9 people watching the slow fest here. Another Thunder Surge. At least that happened. Spark. Alright. I don't know why this is trolling me so hard. But we're going to get rid of Bloodline Taint. Necrogeddon. Yes, finally. Finally. Alright, well, very entertaining. Yeah, his deck is definitely a curveball, that's for sure. So while we're at it, let's just go and have some extra fun and drop an Eager Scryer as well. And Necro Time. Yay. Why do we do that? Because it's a thing to do. I can clear out 4 idols, I guess. Seen too many of those, though. So yeah, Knickerbocker, thanks for playing. I'm glad I was able to feature your deck as well, because his deck's fun, and like I said, he's had some pretty good success with it so far, although he's still obviously testing it like I am, but that's a game right there. A little bit of gold, not double gold weekend anymore, but like I said, the element of surprise is upon us just a little bit, so Jupe giving me yeah, a little bit more detail here. So thanks for all of you who are watching. Let's just go ahead just to make you all feel better here. Pestis Simulator's decent, but maybe better in different decks here, and we're just going to drop 3 Rot Eaters in there, because I do need some, with so many things that end up dying, they're good. I have a lot of creatures, so I have a lot of low health creatures, so that'll be good to buff them as well and stay on the board, or at least good Necro targets, and it only costs 3, which means it fits very nicely in this slot down here where I have 3 cost creatures instead of a bunch of 4 cost. So this is very much a cheapy deck. I want to play multiple creatures by the end here. And yes, for those of you keeping score at home, I do have 3 Necrogeddons. I just apparently did not want to draw them at the end. But this is Way to Fail. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, deck testing, it's still a thing. It's still fun. I do try and do some ranked, but I try and do all variety of thing. But that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all next time. Feel free, if you liked it, to subscribe or +1 or like or comment or any of that other stuff. It's a big help to me. It actually helps with the Google Maths and search algorithms and makes my stuff show up and helps more people discover this great game, which there's a lot of card games out there, but I do like Scrolls because despite maybe it's not as popular as other games, I think it is a more interesting strategy game to play. And as games like this evidenced here is that you have a lot of stuff that you have to think about going through. It's not always straightforward. So that's my pitch. I'll see you all next time. Sorry for the awkward pause. Let's end this video.